You know, as a kid, I used to watch Roblox animations. I know, embarrassing. And like before with Roblox animations, you didn't have to have like some flashy action scenes or even good animation. You just had to make a good bully story and you were set. And I guess everyone's attention span back then was like on point because I tried rewatching these and it's so boring because most of the time you can just guess the plot, and also it's often just still frames and like text above that changes every like 3 seconds, and it gives you more time to comprehend what's happening. And it's sad because like this used to be my brain rot back in the day, but now I physically cannot sit down and watch these anymore. Like I just get bored because I have a fat TikTok brain now. Someone who is well known for these animations is a YouTuber called Kavra, and currently he's off the map and he's like nowhere to be seen. I kind of miss him, to be honest.
6'7", I just bit right on the highway.
Recently, I went to go rewatch his animations, and guys, I can't believe I used to watch this shit with a straight face, because in about every single video, someone's being killed, and it's like so goofy as well. Like you guys have to see this. And all the characters, like they become so desensitized to murder, like it's just a regular inconvenience to them, which makes it so confusing to like tell if it's meant to be realistic or not, or if Kavra's telling like a realistic story maybe and he's just expressing it through Roblox, which he clearly isn't. Now you may think the Kavraverse starts with Bully Story Part 1, but it actually dates back to his first video, with Kavra creating objects out of thin air, clearly implying Kavra is some sort of demigod in this universe. Now stay with me. I have more evidence to suggest that. In the next video, we visit some familiar characters such as, you know, Blue Boy, that's his name, Red Dress Girl, who is like our anti-hero or villain, I don't know, she's just evil at times, and Kavra. And seriously guys, what is on his head? Like it looks like some like purple dildo, like what the hell? Now Kavra loves to use music to tell his stories a lot, and in this video it clearly implies that Blue Boy and Kavra had a thing going for them, in secret even. So Blue Boy is gay, but I don't know what gender Kavra is, but I'm just gonna guess he's a boy. He looks like a boy. However, Kavra is a demigod with wings and a halo, and he cannot love a mere mortal, so he has to leave Blue Boy. A Blue Boy screams in distraught, while Kavra looks at him, knowing he cannot physically love a mere mortal. I know guys, this law's getting pretty deep, right? You know, you gotta grab your tissues. Now guys, this is my theory as well, that Kavra, him being a demigod, turns Blue Boy straight. And guys, this isn't like something extreme, because there is evidence of this happening in later episodes of Kavra. So Kavra can definitely do that, as he is the demigod of that universe. However, this isn't the last time we see Kavra, as he's currently living by himself and he's moved away from Red Dress Girl. Now, next up is this girl called Sia, and right now, the first time we see her, it's just a music video, and believe it or not, she does play a semi-major role in the timeline, but she is properly introduced later. Now we get on to Bully Part 1, and this tells us a lot. Blue Boy, being very distraught with Kavra's disappearance, falls into a depression and he starts to put on a lot of weight. In an attempt to get out of this depression, he begins dating again. And here we're met with his new wife, who is literally called Victim Girl, guys. Yes, a common theme in this Kavraverse is characters to just be named often what they usually are. Like, it's really stupid. At first we're happy, but Blue Boy is often abusive, and guys, this is not uncommon in relationships where trauma happened with the previous partner. And Blue Boy seems to just take his anger out on poor Victim Girl. So sad. Here we're met with Red Dress Girl, who is also suffering from trauma, and guys, shared pain is half pain, but yet again, hurt people. So she becomes the next victim of Red Dress Girl and Blue Boy's bullying. Out of anger, she then burns her wedding dress that Blue Boy probably got her. They find out and try to kill her, but first they make her bold. They're eventually caught by the police that they pull up pretty damn quick, guys. Like, they just teleport. And she's saved, and the police man marries her. Like, he must have been spitting some game. And guys, here's where we find out death is permanent because a grave is made for a police officer that died. Which kind of scares me because the characters, they just seem to kill. Like, they just don't care. Now, guys, I could just sit here and just go over all the Kavra episodes, but there's nothing really that adds to the lore or anything new. In fact, you might as well just go watch it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, leave a like as well. You know, it really helps. It really does. It really gives me feedback because I see people watch my videos, but no one wants to like it or comment. Like, anything, any sort of interaction would be helpful, and it would just help me continue doing this, doing what I love. But thank you.